Everyone, this is Candy, the 614 Stitcher, and today is Sunday, November the 12th, 2023, and this is my Flosstube number 101. I would like to say hello and welcome to any new subscribers, or if you have been checking me out for a while, please consider hitting the like, subscribe button so that I can continue to enable you with a project or two. And to my returning friends and subscribers, thank you so very much for coming back each and every time that I do upload a video. I am fresh off of retreat. I just got back home this afternoon, and so I wanted to come to you with a little bit of a recap and my weekly Flosstube update. I was not able to record last week with everything going on with me getting ready for the retreat and everything. So I figured that I would come to you today after getting back home, and I would be able to give you an update and tell you all about the Stitching in the Springs retreat. I'll be putting in photos here as I'm talking so that you can see all the fun that I had. It was great. The retreat is put on by Valkyrie Stitches, which is Kat, and you can find her Facebook group I will put a link down below. So Kat hosts these two retreats every spring and autumn. And I have done the autumn for the past 2 years. I have an amazing time. It is a smaller retreat, and it's always good to be with like-minded stitchy friends. I got to spend some time with Janet Jabber and her sister Annette, and Gina, who is Vicky Stitching Buttons BFF. I got to see and spend some time with Sammy J of Sammy J Stitches and Jessie Marie Does Stuff, and it was an all-around great time. I really enjoyed the smaller retreats also, as well as the big retreats. So it's always good to be around people, and at every retreat I seem to I seem to see different people at the retreats, and so it's always good for me to be able to spend time with different people at retreats. So thank you all so very much for your kindness. I got to meet a subscriber and friend, and her name is Suki, and so I got to meet her, and she sat at the table with us, and I got to see my friend Miss Sheila, and it was great to spend some time with her also. The retreat will go on again next year, and if you want any more information or details, please see Valkyrie Stitches Facebook group, and you can get your details there. So that's where I'm going to leave it at. The retreat is held in Yellow Springs, Ohio, which is also the home of Dave Chappelle, the comedian. And it is held in a beautiful, beautiful hotel called Mills Park Hotel. It was just an amazing weekend. I was roommates with Miss Susan, the Floss Whisperer, and she goes by X Fancy Stitches. X Fancies. It's X Fancies on Instagram. She is one of the finishers at Keepsakes, and she traveled to Yellow Springs, and we were roommates during the retreat, and we had a wonderful time. So thank you all so very much for just being my friends and hanging out with me. It was a great weekend, and I am so truly thankful and blessed to have you all in my life. So with that being said, I had a decent week of stitching. I was getting ready for the retreat, and so, you know, Thursday, my son actually came over and hung out with me for like 4 hours. It was great to spend some time with him, which is why I didn't get to record a video before I left. Because again, when it comes right down to it, my children are the most important part of my life, and I will forsake everything else for them. So I desperately wanted to spend time with my son and hang out with him, and so that's why I didn't have a video for last week. And then on Friday morning, I got up and left and made it to Yellow Springs by 11 a.m. and kicked off the weekend, and it was great. We had great food. We had lots of laughs, lots of camaraderie, lots of swapping and sharing of stories, and it was just a great time. So if you have never been able to attend a retreat, look for a retreat in your area that you can drive to, or even if you would like to fly, search out retreats. They are great fun, and you get to meet a lot of interesting, like-minded people, and I highly recommend them. Okay, so I have lots to share with you today because I knew it. Hold for one moment. Okay, so I've turned off my phone. I don't expect to have any more interruptions. I have forgotten in the midst of getting ready for the video, I've forgotten to put my phone on airplane mode so I don't get any interruptions. And so I just had to take that one little phone call, and now I am ready to jump right in and do all of the video. So, because this is going to probably be a longer video, get you a beverage. Tonight I am drinking coffee, because I just need a little extra boost. Coffee does not keep me awake. Coffee does not keep me awake. I just enjoy the taste of coffee, and so I drink it regularly. Grab your stitching or crocheting, whatever hand project you would like to work on, and let us get started with what I have been working on this past week. So I have had 2 new starts, and my first new start is Black Butterfly Sampler. And I am working on this project for Black Sampler November. I just started. I didn't realize last year what Black Sampler November was, but this year I'm jumping right in and participating. And this chart is by Shaded Stitchery. She is on Gumroad. And I will link her down below. And I am stitching this on a 32 count Aurora Borealis, which is by Live and Die LA. And that is what the fabric looks like. And I will pull it in closer for you. And this is where I am so far. I am working on the border for the alphabet. And so that is where I am so far. So far, I have put in 158 stitches on this new start. It is on my on my Magazine Monthly Challenge group acrostic for the letter. I'm doing raccoon, and for the letter I'm using black butterfly sampler as the R for Representation Matters. And that is where I am now. I started this project on, it looks so good. The black thread, let me tell you, the black thread that I'm using is a color in cotton, and it is rustic black. And there's 2 black threads that are used. And I'll be using either 310 or black coffee. I have found a black coffee that does not have as much brown in it as some of the others. So I will probably be using black coffee as the secondary black. So that is my first new start. And my second new start, I started the Life is Just a Bowl of for November. And I started the stamp. I'm trying to figure out which way to go. I think it goes this way. I should have put a T at the top for it. And that is my new start for the Life is Just a Bowl of November. And now that I'm looking at this, I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to put a T on this so that when I pull it out again this week, I'll know which way the top is. I won't have to really think about it. So those were my 2 starts for this week. Life is Just a Bowl of I'll be working on until I get it finished. Even though we're in the month of November and I may not get to fully finish it this month, I'm going to continue to work on it. I've already received the December Life is Just a Bowl of, so I'll have to figure out some way to get that incorporated in the starting process so that I can have it ready for December. Maybe I'll just forgo November and just jump right to December, and that way it'll be completed for me to put in my bowl is right there behind those cards. But we'll see. Also, I was challenged, by Miss Dina Half Stitch Cross Stitch to, there's a hashtag going around and it's hashtag show your back. So I'll be periodically showing some of the backs of my work. I do try very hard to make sure that the back is decent. So here is, now you can see there's a knot. This is actually a knot that I have in the thread right there. But before I finish this, that knot will be cut out. But there is the back of Black Butterfly Sampler. I am one that I pay attention to the back because I think it helps with the front. I don't know that to necessarily be true. That's just my thinking. But you'll see some others that the back is like, whoa, when I come across them. So now I'm going to go ahead on and get into whips. And my first whip is Cornucopia. Well, it's Give Thanks. But for the acrostic, I used cornucopia, which that is what this is, for one of the C's in raccoon. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here, I have stuff everywhere from getting ready for retreat. And here's where it is now. So I put in 60 halves, or 60 back stitches, which counts as 30 stitches. I still need to finish the cornucopia, and then there's some back stitching within. So like the pumpkin, I believe, has back stitching on it. Yeah, there's some back stitching all of the cornucopia that I need to still do. And I really would like to try to get this finished. It doesn't have very much to go except for the back stitching of the words. And it is very daunting. Daunting might be an overstatement. It is very tedious, fiddly, because the back stitching goes all the way around. So you have to turn the project to make the back stitching go all the way around, and it's just the words. And then there's back stitching within the cornucopia. I need to finish the cornucopia, but I'll get it done. I need to like focus on it so that I can get it done. It's not that it's hard, it's just tedious. There's some quarter stitches and 3/4 stitches in it. And I'm finding that those are not my favorite stitches to do. So that is Give Thanks. It is in the Just Cross Stitch magazine 2022 edition. And I put 30 stitches in when I worked on that. My next WIP is I Will Bless the Lord, and that is by My Big Toe. And I love this piece. I would like for it to be a finish also. So that is what it would look like. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And so here's where it is now. I put in the ROL, V, and the A on this time. I put in 94 stitches. And that is where it is. I am stitching this on, I hope I wrote it down. Oh, yep. I'm stitching this, it is on a 28 count color and cotton in the name of Ophelia, which is one of the O's in raccoon. And I would like to get this finished this month. And if not this month, then leave it carry over into next month so that I can get a finish on it. I love this piece. And I would like to maybe gift it to a very dear friend of mine. So there is where I am with I Will Bless the Lord. You know, you look at pieces and you think, oh, I should be able to finish that. But it has more stitching in it than what you initially thought it would. And I put in, I put in 94 stitches this past week on that. My next WIP is on my Year of WIPs. That is a closed Facebook group. She will be opening it back up. I believe it's in December. Please watch. If you are not subscribed, go to, all I can think of right now is Melanie Watkins. The Soulful Stitcher. I'm glad I said her name out loud. Go to the Soulful Stitcher and subscribe to her channel, and she will be coming out with a video which explains all about the Year of WIPs, 25/7, all of the groups that she runs. If you would like to sign up for Year of WIPs, I have really enjoyed Year of WIPs. So far, I have 3 of the 6 completed, and I am on track to complete the other 2 or the other 3 before December the 18th. So, this was a focus this week for me, and it is Home Sampler by Durene Jones. I have made some color modifications to this chart. And some other modifications, like I've modified this chart to make it work. And here's a picture of where it was the last time that I showed it. And here is where it is now. So as you can see, I have 3 of the 4 parts backstitched. I have the back stitching in in these 3 sections. I need to put one more vine on this side, all of the back stitching. I put in 168 stitches on this. That includes the back stitching that I have done for this week, which was a lot of back stitching. I did, I'm pretty sure I did 2 sides of the back stitching. So when I pick this up again in a couple of weeks, I use these as focuses for the weeks. So when I pick this up again in like 2 weeks, maybe less than 2 weeks, I will finish all of the back stitching. In order to finish this, all I need to do is this row of back stitching here, and it'll be completed. So maybe in 2 weeks, not maybe, in 2 weeks, when this comes up again in the rotation, it will be a finish. Because all I have to do to finish it is this row of back stitching, and each one of the corners gets 4 cross stitches in them. And once I do that, it'll be a finish. I am so proud of myself that I persevered with this stitch. I had made a major error in this, and I had to think through how I was going to complete it, because I didn't want to rip the whole thing out. And I am so proud of myself that I modified it to make it work, and it is really, it's almost there. So that is Home Sampler by Durene Jones. It is in the 2019 Just Cross Stitch magazine. And I actually changed the colorway. So where the purple flowers are, I made them, or where the purple flowers are on mine, they were red. So I swapped the red and the purple to make it more of a purple palette. And it will be a finish shortly. The next WIP that I worked on this week is Purple Rain, which is by Heaven and Earth Design. Artwork is by John Enright. And here is a picture of what it will look like when I am finished with it. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here is where I am now. So I have, oh, let me show my back. This is the back. And this is the front. I have come completely all the way to the end. I put in the last, there were 3 stitches that were needed on the very top at the ends for this to be. So it is completely all the way across where it will be. This time when I picked it up, I decided that I wanted to put some stitches in on this side. So I started filling in with the a lighter purple here. And then when I go back, I'm going to start filling in all of the ninja stitches across, because they're actually different shades for the ninja stitches. But I wanted to get as much accomplished as I could. I put 406 stitches in Purple Rain on the 8th, which I'm in a group with friends that we do full coverage on the 8th. So I put in 406 stitches, and I am 4.46% complete on it. And that is where I am so far. This is a representation of just 2 of the colors in this piece. I think maybe there's 3 colors. Yes, I've put in 3 of the purple shades. Just 3 purple shades in all that stitching. And I'll just keep going at it. I do have plans on for Purple Rain in 2024. And if I decide, I have not decided, I probably will do one, a planning 2024 video where I'll talk to you about what I'm going to be working on, what my plans are for certain projects, new starts. But I think I have a pretty good plan for Purple Rain that will actually get me like 4,000 stitches in for next year. So you stay tuned, and I'll let you know as I develop more plans. But Purple Rain is one of those ones I don't want it to, although it's a full coverage, it is a mini, and I don't want it to linger. I mean, I could see it lingering maybe 5 years, but I don't want it to linger very much more longer than that. So I'm going to make a concerted effort every month to put in a certain number of stitches. So that's where I am on Purple Rain. The next project that I worked on was my WIPGO for the month of November. This is EJ's Choice, and it is And Be Kind to One Another by Needleworks Press. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here is where I am now. So on this, I put in 131 stitches. What I did is I put in some more of this here. So I put in these stitches and this half of a star here. Then I came back down because I was like, phew, I'm tired of that. So then I came back over and put in this first line of ABCs. And that all totaled 131 stitches. Okay, it does look right. I'm like, oh my goodness, this looked janky to me, but it's correct. So that's where I am. With my WIPGO projects, I have a goal of 700 stitches per project. So I have a few more days that I'll be working on this, on Be Kind to One Another. I am loving this stitch though. It is 95 by 380. It is probably, next to Purple Rain, it is probably the largest, one of the largest projects that I've ever worked on. So if you are working on And Be Kind to One Another, please pull it out and put some stitches in. This is another project where I'm going to, for 2024, I'm going to be making some goals around it, so that it doesn't linger for, you know, over the years. So you'll see it a couple of more times this month because I need to get to 700 stitches. So you'll be seeing it a few more times this month. My next project I actually took with me to the retreat because I needed some retreat stitching that was easy to work on. Some projects that I could work on them and the counting would be easy. You know, I could do some filling if I needed to. So my next project is one that I absolutely adore. It is Sunday Stitches Amazing Grace by Heartstring Samplery. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here is where it is now. So let me show you the whole piece. So I believe when you last saw it, I had in Grace Will Lead Me Home. I put in the and at the retreat, and I started the bottom border. I put in, did I tell you on? Okay, so on Purple Rain, I put in 406 stitches. I did say that. And Be Kind to One Another, I put in 131 stitches. And on Sunday Stitches, I put in 68 stitches at the retreat. I actually had a really good stitching retreat. I put in over 400 stitches. You'll see them as I bring the projects out. But I feel like that was a pretty good, for 2.5 days of stitching. I feel like that was pretty good. So here is where I am on Sunday Stitches. This project was my New Year, New Start, and I would like to have it be finished before 2024 New Year's Day comes in. It is on a mystery fabric from my stash. And I think, did I write down? Let me look and see, because I think it is an Ada, and I didn't write down what the each count is for the fabric, but I can look that up the next time. My furnace kicked on. I'm drinking hot coffee and now the furnace kicks on. Good thing I got on short sleeves. So that is Sunday Stitches Amazing Grace. The next project I worked on at the retreat also, and this, I keep forgetting to tell y'all. Oh no. And Be Kind to One Another is the A in raccoon. Yeah. And then this project is the O, the N in raccoon, and it is Country Cottage Needleworks November House. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here is where it is now. So I have completed both of the trees and I have started working on the green for the house. I still need to, this is the roof, so I still need to put the roof in. And then there's that November and both of the borders, but I'll be working on the house portion for this month. So far, I have put in 160 stitches. I did not have to worry about, because I had the roof and this white borderline in, I was able to just come right in and start working on the trees and getting in the foundation for the house. So that is where I am on that. I am stitching this on a 28 count beige Jobelin by WIPGO, and I'm using the called for DMC threads on it. Stitching it 2 threads over 2 threads. 2 threads over 2 squares. I think I said that wrong still, but y'all know what I mean. So that was November House. The next project that I worked on, I did not take either one of the next 2 projects on the retreat, is Thankful Quaker by Bent Creek. And here's a picture of what it shall look like. And here's a picture of what it looked like the last time I showed it. I'm sorry, squirrel. And here is where I am now. So I worked on this. This is not going very well. Okay, I'll just do it this way. I worked on this. I put in 136 stitches. It is the O for in raccoon because it has oak leaves on it. So I used it as the O. I know I put in come and that leaf, and I took the thread that was hanging and put it in also. So that was 136 stitches. I still have more work to do on this. Some of these projects I would really love to push to more of a finish. But I'm also looking at them for my year of whips. This is being stitched on a 28 count be Stitch Me with the color name is Mummy, and I'm using the called for over dyed threads on it. And that is Thankful Quakers by Bent Creek. Okay, and only 2 more to go, everybody. 2 more. My next project is Autumn Quakers by Rosewood Manor. And here's a picture of where it was the last time that I showed it. Ooh, I got a lot of bags up here. And here is where I am now. I am at the bottom. I'm sorry, I'm going to pull my chart back out again so I can... Yes, I am at the bottom of page 1 all the way here. And I have gone over into the second section up here. I put in these 2 acorns. I put in this motif right here. There are a few more stitches that need to go into this motif here, but they are random stitches, and so I can get those put in. Let me show you the back. I can't see what I'm showing you, but there you go. I am using the called for Valdani threads on this project, and a 28 count under the sea in the colorway of Autumn. And I love this fabric. I have loved stitching this on this fabric, so it is very, very nice. So that is where I am. I have a few more weeks to get a page finish on this. I will be putting this in my plans for this week because today is Sunday, and this is one of my, this is a Sunday stitches, a seasonal Sunday stitch project, and I have not had a chance today to work on it because of returning home and filming a Flosstube. So it will get worked on tomorrow. I know it ain't Sunday tomorrow, but I can't miss a Sunday. Like, I have to stay up on it because there's a big, huge, this huge motif still needs to be stitched so that I can have a page finish by December the 22nd. So I still have all of this to stitch in order to get a page finish, and that is my goal. So I cannot miss one Sunday of stitching on it. And if I do miss a Sunday, then I got to stitch on it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day I need to, but I can't miss a week of stitching on it. So that was Autumn Quaker by Rosewood Manor, and I put in 213 stitches in that last week. And the last project that I did take to retreat with me was Temperature Butterflies by Stitching Mommy. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here is where it is now. As you can see, I have been steadily filling in The December butterfly, I have put in, since the last time you saw this, I've put in 700. Yeah, because I started stitching on this. I stitched on this the week of, oh, yep. And I haven't done a floss tube since I showed it last. I've put in 782 stitches in temperature butterflies for the December butterfly. This is all that I have left. And then I will be putting in all of the antennas and scrolling it up so that I can do all 12 butterflies. But that is where I am now. So I have 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 more segments and I will be completely finished with all of the stitching for the butterflies. And then it is the back stitching for the antennae. And I still have not come up with what I'm going to do to like put a name, if I'm even going to do that. I may just be done. I think it still needs to have the temperature butterflies on there. Temperature butterfly 2022. I think it needs to be on there. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But there we go with temperature butterfly. And December's butterfly is just so pretty with those blues and greens. The temperatures range. There will be some purple in that because we did get down to 14 degrees one day in December of 2022. So there will be a purple in there for that. But that is also on my year of WIPs to be finished. And I have a little over a month to get all 3 of those projects completed. And that is where I am now for all of my WIPs. I did not have any finishes. And I am going to go ahead and talk to you about my plans. That way, if you don't want to stick around for the investment section, I'm going to put this back over here. You can go ahead and go to your next Flosstuber. My plans for this coming week, which is starting today, November the 12th through the 18th, seasonal sunshine will be my focus. So let me show you what I have discovered about seasonal sunshine. I have a wonderful friend named Maria who is amazing. Can I just say she's amazing because she literally had told me, she's told me where the air is in the winter season. When I started stitching the winter season, I put in 2 blue lines and it should only be 1. Way back at the beginning, I made the air and came over. So what my plan is I can't fudge this because it is symmetrical across all 4 sides. I am literally this week going to cut out all of this upper blue portion, blue and white. I'm going to take it all out and I'm going to restitch it. And that's what my plan is going to be. Like there's no getting around it. I can't fudge it because down here at the sun, one of the white stitches sits on top of one of the orange stitches and it should not be. So I literally have to take it all out and restitch it. And I'm fine with that because I would rather for it to be right than to look off kilter when it's framed. So that is going to be my plan for this week. One of my plans is I'm going to take out all of the stitches in the winter portion and restart stitching it, especially now that I know where the error is. I'm going to also be working on And Be Kind to One Another because I need to get in 700 stitches before the end of the month. I'm going to do some back stitching on Cornucopia, which is the Give Thanks project, so that I can be getting that taken care of. Because back stitching shouldn't be that hard for me, but for whatever reason, my brain doesn't, it just doesn't see it. So I really have to focus and concentrate when I'm doing back stitching. And then I will have a new start, and it will be Autumn and Autumn Wish, which is by Cherry Hill Stitchery. And I saw a friend, Rose, she stitched this, and I absolutely love it. And so I will be starting it this coming week. And those are my plans for this week so far. So if you are not interested in my investments section, I thank you so very much for coming and sticking around. I hope that you have a very good stitchy week, and I will talk to you soon. For the investments part of the Flosstube, can't think. I'm going to clear all of this up and get it situated, and then I'll be right back to show you what I picked up, what was gifted to me for Stitchy Kindness, and some investments that came in the mail while I was gone. Be right back. Okay, so I have been remiss in showing my fabric of the month for the past 2 weeks. It has slipped down into my basket that I keep my whips in. I put my fabric in there, and it has slipped down. And so I have received my fabric of the month from Atomic Ranch. I get a 36 count linen, and this is Storm. And I know it looks gray right there, but it is actually more of a green colorway. I mean, it's beautiful, but when I think of Storm, I think of blue-gray. And this is more of a green, even though it looks gray on the screen. And maybe it is bluish gray, and it's just the lighting. It's beautiful, though. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. So that is fabric number 1. Sorry, Albert's about to start eating. I'm just letting y'all know in advance. Then the second fabric that I have is called Nightshade, and it is by Bestitch Me. And it is a purpley blue. It is beautiful, and it'll be nice to find something to put on that. And then this fabric came in while I was away. It is a 32 count Harvest Wheat. And it is by Color and Cotton. It's a nice neutral. I really love it. I will be making some changes next year for Fabric of the Month clubs. I have a lot of fabric, and so I will be removing 2 Fabric of the Month clubs and changing the, so I'm going to be keeping Color and Cotton, and then the other two I will discontinue, and that'll be the end of those clubs. Oh, I did, let me go back for just a second. I did do some hooking at the retreat. And it was great because ladies just came and was like, oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. So I'm still working on skein number 4 on my daughter's Afghan. But I am almost finished with that skein, and then I'll be starting skein 5. I have, you know, I still have a little bit of time. I'm not panicked yet that it's slowed down as much as it has. I just have to be more diligent in the evening at stopping like an hour before I go to bed so that I can work on it. So I did work on it while I was away at the retreat. I managed to put in 2 more rounds on the sides. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but anyway, so I did get some hooking in while I was away. Okay, I did receive, while I was away, the Life is Just a Bowl of Cross Stitch December. And it actually also came with a bottle brush tree. And I'm considering just foregoing. I need to put in at least 200 stitches on the November one. And so what I'm considering is putting the 200 stitches in and then starting the December so that I can have December completed for my bowl. Because I want December completed. And then I still have one more to go after that. This club started in February. So I have the February that I did not work on, and then, or I have, January will come, so then I'll have January, and I'll have February and March. Part of March is already completed, but I need to do the February and then January when it comes in. So those are those 2 things. This is crocheting, so I'm going to hold that to the side. Okay. So, from my friend Karen at the retreat, she gave me a little pumpkin that she picked up. She was like, I did not make that. I want you to know. And I was like, I don't care. It's so cute. So, I got a little pumpkin at the retreat. Then my friend Janet Jabber also made a little pumpkin that she gave to me. It's super cute. Now, she did make hers, so it's super cute, Janet. Thank you so very much. We had a blast talking and sharing. And Allison Norris also was at the retreat, and she gave me a coaster. I'm like, what's the name of it? She gave me a coaster. Oh, I can't remember who gave me this now, but it has and I call myself remembering, like, it shouldn't be that hard to remember. Let me come back to that. So, Vicky Gable of Stitch and Button made me a bag with my name on it. And inside the bag, it has a 2023 Stitching in the Springs keychain. And then it has a coffee ink pen. Super cute bag. Super cute Notions bag or any kind of Notions bag. I love it. and this is actually going on Purple Rain right now. Miss Susan was buying needle minders, and she found this needle minder that Vicky had, and so she purchased it for me. So I'm gonna put Prince on Purple Rain. He makes me so happy. Like, I'm so sorry that he's gone, but it just makes me so happy. My friend Sheila gave me a little goodie bag, and it has in it a sucker. These are considered gourmet suckers. It is called Blueberries and Cream. And then she gave me, these are DMC. Look how pretty that, it looks like a little bouquet. And these are, you know what, she told me what they were, and now I can't remember, but they are the DMC variegated flosses. Thank you so very much. They're beautiful. She also included in here it has a butterfly sticker, and then it has stickers and a needle threader. She included a Promises and Blessings scripture for next year, a calendar. That is so wonderful. She included Stitchy, not name tags, but you can put on, you know, different Stitch projects, labels. She also included a sticker book, and it has all different colors of purples. This will really come in handy for my 2023 notebook. For my 2023 calendar book. I have it. I just have to get the I have to get it spiral bound, but I have it already taken apart and everything. And then there is a beautiful card in here. Oh, and she put so here's the card, and then she put butterflies all throughout the card. They're in the inside, if you can see them. They are beautiful. Thank you so very much, Sheila. I really appreciate you. Okay. I need to put all of this back in its little baggie. I'm going to keep this calendar out so that I can put it on my desk and look at it every day. Don't be looking at me. You see me talking to the little thing. You know I'm doing a video. That means you have to wait. You would think when he see me talking to nobody or to the screen, he would be like, oh, she doing that one thing. I can't bother her right now. But he don't care. He missed me. And he was so happy when I made it back home. He was super excited. Okay. From the, let me keep going. I have more. One of my table mates, Miss Denise, gave us these bags. You have to go lay down, Albert. And it had in it these Smarties. It had Cadbury Dairy Milk Buttons. I've never even heard of these, but I'm a candy person and I'm a chocolate person, so. It had in it this cute little pumpkin. I'm going to set all this stuff out once I clean my thing off tonight. Or tomorrow, I'm going to sit on. It had this little cute felted turkey. And then it also had a little acorn. So cute. So cute. So thank you, Miss Denise. I appreciate you. So now I can set those things out for a couple of weeks until after Thanksgiving. One of my friends, Susie, gave me these are from Fat Quarter Shop, and it was the coaster. Which will come in handy. My friend Suki, who I got to meet for the fair, we have communicated via Instagram for over a year, but I finally got to meet her at the retreat, and she gave me a tiny snow globe Mill Hill kit, and it comes with everything in it. She also gave me another set of the floss drops and the needle minder from the Stitch Quarterly. And then she gave me a floss bag. So you put your floss in up here and then let it hang down, and you clamp it around, you snap it around the ring, and it keeps your floss protected. Isn't that gorgeous fabric? It was by Stitch Folk. That's what the tag has on it, Stitch Folk. So I think that's where she purchased it from. Beautiful. Thank you so very much, Suki. I appreciate it so very much. There were actually two ladies, well, my friend and another lady there named Suki. So it was like, oh, it was the first time that had happened. So, can't remember who gave me. I got a whole bag of candy. I can't remember who. Janet also brought me this twinkle pattern for a quilt. She has made that and showed it to me. That was a purchase. We received a little needle minder from Valkyrie Stitches for attending the retreat. We also received a needle or a scissor fob. And I can't find where I put my scissor fob. So this will be in a giveaway. I received this bag, and it will be in a giveaway. It has a great zipper pull on it. So in the coming weeks, I know it's all, you know, that holiday is over with, but I know people that celebrate Halloween all year long, so. And I'm sorry, I cannot remember who gave this to me, but it has in it a whole bunch of candy. It has a mini hoop. It has 2 mini hoops and a whole lot, or, you know, 2, 4, 6. It has 6 bobbin floss drops on it. And then there are 2 of these mini hoops. And then there is there are needles and a 3 or 4 inch hoop. And a lot of candy. A lot. So thank you so very much. I cannot remember. And I call myself like, oh yeah, I remember. Oh, that's not good. I missed the whole bag. Okay. And then I have one more, and I don't remember who this came from either. I'm gonna put this, I'm putting all this back in the and if you gave this to me at the retreat, please let me know so that I could properly thank you, because I call myself really trying to remember. And I should have just known better. So there is this is well, let me see if I can get it open. Oh, it's, Albert, go lay down. I can't even get it open. I don't know what it is. It's got those little plasticky dots on them. Okay. So it's a little wagon, or it's a little suitcase. Now, I don't know. It looks to me like this little handle comes up, but I don't know for sure. And I'm not going to keep pulling at it. And then inside, it has a hair thing. And then it has, I think this is Wake Me for Food. And I'm not sure what this is, but it's super cute. Maybe it's for your phone or something. I don't know. but it's super cute. And if you did give this to me, please, 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 please let me know that it was you so that I can properly thank you. Oh, look. It is. It's one of those. It's a little stand. So it's a little stand. That is cute. Okay, I'm not going to break it. But it ratchets open so that you can make it into a stand. And then that fits right into there. And then it all goes back right into the little suitcase thing. That's cute. That is really cute. People come up with the most inventive gifts for, and then it just snaps back closed and it's a little suitcase for little gifts at the retreats. Okay, and then inside that bag is, it's a Mr. Bubbles purple crackle. It's magic bath crackle. Add crackles to your bath. Hear them magically pop and snap. And then a frog. So it must have been somebody that knows me because they gave me a frog sticker. And then a lot of Dove chocolates. So thank you so very much. And let me know, please. Let me know who did give me this gift. Okay, so now I picked up a couple of things off the freebie table. I picked up a trilogy. I love Trilogy, which is a collaboration between Bent Creek and Heart and Hand. So I picked up Yule. And then from Pine Mountain Designs, I picked up Ho Ho Ho. This is called From the Studios of Heritage Stitchcraft. And they're called Solos. And this one is called Lady in Red. And this one is a Hummingbird. And this one is called Simply Wren. And this one is called Chick Berry. And I actually think I picked these up for my friend Robin because she's doing a whole bird wall. And the last that I picked up from the freebie table is called Frosty Hopes. And it is a Just Nan chart. Oh, these are how to do the stitch diagrams. Okay, and there is the actual chart. And I thought that was really cute. And it came with the charm also. It's a snowman charm that goes in the middle. And I don't think I've ever worked on a Just Nan project before. From Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery, I picked up this beauty. I love it. I love this chart. And just two more things. Vicky is known for many a thing, but she is truly known for her project bags, and so I purchased 2 project bags from Vicky at the retreat, and this is the first one, and it has Tula Pink on the back with the elephants. And the second one is coffee cups, and it has coffee pots and mugs on the back with different words for coffee. We also received from Alara Designs this needle minder, and mine's of course is purple. It's a cookie. And Vicky gave us straw covers. So again, I had a fabulous time. Thank you all so very much for your stitchy kindness. It is so appreciative. I had a fabulous time. This was my final retreat for 2023. It has been a whirlwind year for retreats for me. I am thankful and appreciative for all that I was able to partake in and participate in. Retreats are wonderful in that they get you out. For one, they allow you to get out and meet other people and see other stitchers, how other stitchers do their stitching. It has just been so much fun this year. I am participating in a few retreats also for next year, and as those come about, I will be letting you know. I thank you all so very much for your kindness for my 100th episode. You all are some of the best friends that I have, and I really, truly appreciate all of your well wishes and congratulations. It really does warm my heart and provide me with so much joy to continue on this endeavor. I so appreciate each and every one of you. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please, please, please consider doing so. It does help with getting me out to more and more people to show my videos. It helps YouTube show that I do have a constant subscribership, and it will keep them putting my videos out and recommending them as you know I continue on. I'll be coming up on my 3rd anniversary on December the 2nd, so I'm looking forward and being very excited about that. I hope that you all have a great rest of your stitchy week, and I will see you next time. Good night, everyone.